my bags, I'm leaving town. I bought a one-way ticket, I ain't coming back. It's goodbye friends and goodbye folks. I'm heading for the city, and that's my home.
iQuolify is an NGO product. It's a non-profit solution driven to bridge immigrant professionals to prospective employers. Excellent morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I am Olajumoke Alawode James, and you're very welcome to the official media launch of iQuolify. We're not going to waste your time at all. This meeting will not exceed an hour. Therefore, we kick off right off the mark by immediately inviting an IT expert, Dr. Bankole Odole. He will tell his personal story as an immigrant professional. When iQuolify was just an idea, one of the experts sought to help bring the idea to fruition was Dr. Bankole. We call him Dr. Banks for short, and his co-founder. Please help me welcome. Well, here, our round of applause. I will not hear you, but if you do it at home, it is okay. Please help me welcome with a beautiful smile and a round of applause and joy in your heart, Dr. Bankole Odole.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you so much all over Nigeria, all over the world, or wherever you're joining us from at this time. Yes, we cannot overemphasize the importance and even the timely delivery of iQuolify. Like Olajumoke rightly said, I am an immigrant myself who probably been around the world a couple of times and some countries and studied abroad. I was studying about 3 continents, about 5 universities, and then work around the world till found myself in Canada. I can tell you what I went through. It's not a story to be told to someone who wants to probably migrate. They probably will not believe you. That you as an immigrant, you have to struggle. There is a popular saying here in Canada where I reside that you can never find someone dead or someone dying in a public transport or in a public taxi. I remember I once asked our premier in Alberta, Jason Kenny, if he doesn't know what that means. I said, oh yeah, that means because we have a very good health system. And I said, no, sir, that's not what it means. It means probably the taxi driver is a medical doctor. So that's how bad it is that you have immigrants who have to shelve all the life of education they've gotten just to go by. And this is what something that really propel me, and I'm like, you know what? Something has to be done. We cannot just continue to, complain about this. And as I was thinking about that day and night, my good friend, my brother, Akinfade, he came up with the same idea, like, guy, have you been reading my mind? I've been thinking about the same thing, and then we set out to develop this product. So I'm grateful to God, and I thank Akinfade, and I thank you all for making today a possibility that we are launching. We're not just going to be complaining, we're not going to just be talking about it. And now we are stepping out to create that platform where qualified immigrants can showcase themselves. Because some of the things that people say in the industry, I network a lot, I move around and I talk to people a lot. One of the things I heard them say, oh, we don't know where they are. Who are those immigrants? Either by their name or by their whatever, we don't know who they are. So today we are launching, we are telling the world, this is where we are. If you need highly qualified immigrant who is ready to hit the ground running to make your organizations, to make your company a better place to be, here you come. Log on to iQuolify and find those. If you are an highly qualified immigrant and you want to showcase yourself to the world, it doesn't matter either you are in Canada yet or you are in UK or you are in anywhere yet. You have a profile and you have that plan to even migrate even to another world like Canada, like US. Please log on to iQuolify, push yourself forward and let the world discover you. So thank you so much, everyone. And I wish you the best of luck today as you join us. Thank you.
Our very special guest for his goodwill message. I'm going to invite right up Dr. Kole Shetima. He is the UN General Director Mark Athol. On Nigeria Director, Mark Athol Foundation, Dr. Kole Shetima. Please, a round of applause for Dr. Shetima.
Thank you very much for inviting me to be a special guest at this very important occasion. I am very excited and very happy to join all of you. I want to congratulate iQuolify Foundation for this very important initiative. I myself, as someone who was at one point in other parts of the world, but now resident in Nigeria, I perfectly understand the importance of this work. Here at the MacArthur Foundation, I think we are very committed to the issue about diversity and how diversity can actually help us to reach our goals much more better. And I think that those of us who are very familiar with the way in which our soups are made at home, if you want to make a soup, you know the various ingredients that you need in order for that soup to be very palatable. So that's the way in which we see how and why we have to have a diverse workplace, that brings the talents, the passion, the aspirations, the skills of so many people that will eventually make our place or our company or organization a much more better place, both in terms of efficiency, in terms of productivity, in terms of effectiveness, as well as in terms of the impact that we want to make in the world. And we also always work with our people that we support to have the same aspiration, try to develop a diverse organization that will reflect the diversity of the world, and so that their own organization will also a much better place. And that's why we have a policy that we call just imperative. In other words, in the Nigerian context, for example, we translated gender equity and social inclusion, trying to ensure that, you know, people who are marginalized, either on the basis of their ability, on the basis of their race, and the basis of their own of faith, or whatever counts of marginalization, are always part of the workforce that we have. And our grantees also try to strive to ensure that those communities are always served. So I see iQuolify as one of the strategies, one of the means of achieving this one. And therefore I join all of you in congratulating Ikin and his team and all the other people who have been involved in this process as well. I wish you the best of conversations this morning or this afternoon or this night, depending on where you are joining. Thank you very much.
Another special guest. Tracy Dochev is an immigrant resettlement expert. She's Director of Marketing and Communication at Toronto New Life Wellness Place. Please help me welcome with a very joyful heart, a round of applause and delight, Dr. She's not a doctor, Tracy Dochev.
Thank you so much. I'm super thrilled to be here this morning, bright and early from Toronto to kick off this this new product that's been a long time coming. As a person who has seen both sides of the hiring perspective, both with the new immigrants that I work with and also as a hiring employer, I can see the benefit of the iQuolify in terms of, you know, the employers, they're flooded with all these text-based emails that are coming through, and it's really hard to be able to pick who is qualified based on everyone says the same words all the time, right? To try and get those algorithms. So this is really a way for for people to get in front of employers and to showcase their unique personality, their skills, their passion. That's, you know, a lot of things that employers look for, Canadian employers. Not only do you have the technical skills, but do you have the communication skills? Can you show what it is, that why you want to work for that organization, or what you're all about? So I'm super thrilled to be here and to wish us all the very best as we kick this off here in Nigeria. There in Nigeria, I guess, from my perspective, and then have a follow-up kickoff in Canada in the months to come. So congratulations to everyone and wishing you all the very best.
Please help me welcome, as he shares in exactly 3 minutes, his experience, Professor Shola Akinrinade. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Olajumoke. It's a real pleasure to be part of this occasion. It's very unique. And I must congratulate Akinfadeye and his team who funded this program, which is bound to impact lives for generations to come if the advantage is properly taken off. The person who introduced me has mentioned many of the things I've experienced in the course of my career. I'm a university teacher who rose to the top of my career. I've been in different places, different countries, and in different establishments. And I know that many of the people that we train and produce are very talented individuals. Many are experts who are excellent in their professions. Unfortunately, many of them who have migrated, I've also witnessed them working beneath their capacity, working beneath their qualifications. As far back as 1992, I've been seeing this kind of thing, and I've made it my task to try to encourage as many as possible to challenge themselves and move up and accept that they are equal to the individuals who are trained where they are. And if they need be, they need to just retrain themselves if necessary, or add additional qualifications and certifications. So what I'm challenging us is that for those of us who are affected, for those of us who are migrating, it's important to take advantage of this new program, this new app, so that you can showcase yourself there. People can see what you're able to do, what you are qualified, your qualifications, your expertise. If you don't push it forward, nobody will do it for you. And this is a good platform that our immigrants should take advantage of. And I'm talking of experiences in England, in Canada, in the US, where I've seen individuals operating well below their capacity, well below their experience, well below what they could do. So I must congratulate Akinfadeye again and his team, Dr. Odole, on what they are seeking to put in the public domain. And I'm sure that for years to come, we'll be grateful to them. Let me wish you the very best as we continue with this program. Thank you very much.
Please, with a round of applause and joy in your heart, help me welcome Olufumi Ola.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the program. I want to really wholeheartedly congratulate Mr. Akinfadeye and his team on this initiative. Like the introduction rightly said, I'm a recruiter based in Nigeria. I have recruited for companies in Nigeria. I've recruited for companies outside of Nigeria. And always the problem is not that there is a deficit of talent. No, there isn't a deficit of talent. But what employers are looking for are people who really fit into round holes or square holes or whatever, just getting the right pegs into those holes. Now, I know that the focus of this one is really on the immigrants that are based in Canada and other places. And everything has been said before me that, a lot of immigrants have that challenge of where do I even start from? How do I get the right jobs that I qualify for? And it's also something that people experience in Nigeria. When I talk to people, especially fresh graduates, especially people with maybe 2-1 or first class, and I'm like, have you tried KPMG? By the way, I worked in KPMG for the better part of my career before I went on to do other things. And I say, have you tried KPMG or have you tried PwC? They are like, no. So sometimes that lack of knowledge knowledge, to point you in the right direction is what is missing. And what iQuolify seeks to do is to put you right in front of the employers that are in desperate need. Tell me, there are employers who are in desperate need of your talent. So I would like to enjoin everybody to take use of this platform. Put your best foot forward. If you're going to upload your video, you make sure that everything is top quality. There's proper lighting. You project your voice very well. You talk confidently, because people are looking, like Tracy said, people are looking for beyond technical skills. Can you communicate well? Do you have analytical skills? Can you work well in teams? So those are things that you want to project when you're uploading your video, because that's the first thing that the employers will see on this platform. Thank you very much. And once again, congratulations to the team at iQuolify for this initiative.
My son.
Mama, I'll be back for you. Enjoy.
I don't know about this, your journey.
There's nothing left for us here.
I'm worried.
Don't worry. They tell me everything will be fine, okay? Talk to you later.
I have been running for months, following a path we were told would lead to greener pastures. But they lied. When the sun scorched on long, hard days, they sold us visions that watered our thirst. We braved the odds because they sold us stories of freedom. They sold us hope. They told us we would unshackle our families from a grip of poverty. But they shackled us. They sold us. As we drown under the weight of their inhumanity, tell Mama I may not make it, because there's no one to free us.
My son, please come back home.
Hi. Are you seeking a befitting job for your qualifications in Canada or any other part of the world before you officially jackpot from Nigeria? Are you currently outside Nigeria but at a job beneath your qualifications? Many people have good reasons to migrate but find themselves disadvantaged as migrants doing menial jobs. They must survive and pay bills where they are. They therefore do available jobs, not jobs that fulfill them. We have therefore created a hub where job seekers meet recruiters, and your friends can also refer you to jobs that suit you at iQuolify. iQuolify is a digital community of Canadian employers, recruiters, and civil society groups seeking a qualified and professional workforce worldwide. Let iQuolify showcase you to prospective employers. Please log on to www.iqualify.com right now and sell yourself. We've had posted videos before they go live. Before you post on iQuolify, please look good and ensure your competence, experience, and qualifications are well spelled out in a concise video. Video samples are on the portal to aid your presentation. Once your profile is up, you do not need to keep applying. Just click on opportunities you are interested in. Recruiters will find you exactly the same way by clicking on your profile. What a way to get a befitting job while still at your current location and position. iQuolify takes you from where you are to where you want to be.
Much to our technical team for those videos. Not for sale talks about how a lot of people in their desperation to get out of the country just do whatever they think they need to do to get out. iQuolify, on the other hand, is providing the platform that allows you to seek better, jobs and opportunities, while you're still in your current location, inside or outside Nigeria, and your current position. So never needing to go beneath your qualifications, beneath your experience. And speaking to maximizing and optimizing opportunities that we have, be us in Nigeria, outside of Nigeria, and in any professions that we find ourselves, is our guest speaker, somebody that we're very, very proud of. Kate Henshaw is an African award-winning actress and a social advocate. Please help me welcome with a round of applause and a very warm heart and smile, Kate Henshaw.
First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Akinfade and his organization. This, for me, is an idea whose time has come. You know, with the Japa syndrome besieging us, especially in Nigeria and all over the world, but most especially here, because you see employers who are complaining that they've lost some of their good hands and all that to the Japa syndrome. I mean, it's nothing new for people to seek better for themselves and want to do better. So the opportunity that iQuolify brings is that it gives a platform for people not to be a victim of that video that you just showed, not for sale, which is what happens some of the time, and we've heard some of these stories. Now, maximizing the opportunities that you have depends on you also having the tools at your disposal. I was having a conversation yesterday because I'm filming at the moment with a younger actor who says, oh, I need you to introduce me to the industry. And I'm like, you guys have it so easy. You have your phone, you have Google, you have producers, online directors, you can pick up scripts, do a monologue, send it out, push it all to their DMs. When we started, there were no phones. You had to travel to places like Festac, through Larry, look for audition notices on the wall, you know, to be able to know where the address is. Then you start finding your way there and hopefully someone will pick you and all of that. So the young people of today have a lot of tools at their disposal. So it's not just about scrolling through Instagram and Twitter. It's about seeking for places like iQuolify, seeking for the things that your employers want and the things around you so that you can add value. I'm always about adding value, because if you cannot add value, then there's nothing you're bringing to the table. So you need to maximize your opportunities in your local environment. One thing I also like about young people in Nigeria is that their entrepreneurial spirit is so strong. Some of them are using social media to sell themselves, to sell their products, providing solutions. If you're a solution provider, you will always be one who maximizes their opportunities, you know, present for them. And also read. People don't read anymore. Read far and wide, find out what is acceptable out there. I was telling this same young actor how, you know, sometimes I get offers, you know, to screen test for jobs in the US or in the UK. And the first time I heard about it, I didn't know. I just went on YouTube. How do you do a screen test? Got all the information I needed, practiced, did my tape and sent it off. But people do not seem to know that the internet, that it provides a lot more than they're using it for. I mean, it's just so amazing. There's nothing you're looking for that you cannot find. People need to read. People need to have the right attitude to work. It's very, very important. I see a lot of people that are lax, even on set sometimes. You see people who are not doing what they're supposed to do, and yet you want to get paid. I do not understand how you do not contribute your own quota, and then at the end of the month, you want your pay. I always believe also that you should do more than your job requires of you. Go that extra mile. That way you will become indispensable. When you become indispensable, you are an asset to the organization with which you are, you know, working for. So maximizing opportunity takes a whole lot. It requires a whole lot, discipline and all of that, being consistent, being one whose word is trusted, that people can trust in you. People can believe that when you say, I'll show up at this time, when I say I'll do this, I'll do it. So it's just, iQuolify is just coming at the right time. And I really wish everyone all the best.
The testimonials of immigrant professionals, so that we bring it home and it doesn't sound like we're just talking. People who have been through it, who the iQuolify platform would have helped do it better. To start off is Dr. Dapo Rotifa. He's an expert in the US. Please help me welcome him with a round of applause. Dr. Rotifa, please go ahead, sir.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for this opportunity to be part of this conversation. This is really timely for a lot of people, especially new immigrants coming in, and I think they find this resource highly useful. If this were available to some of us in the past, maybe it would have been highly helpful. See, I live in the US. A lot of people in the wanting to come to US. If you follow the immigration conversation we have in the US now, you see a lot of people coming from south of our border. What are they looking for? They're looking for economic opportunities to better their lives. Same as us that came here too and that still intending to come. Like someone saying, JACPA is not new. It's been for years. Even there was a campaign in the 80s against migration. Anybody remember Enebeli Elebowa, Andrew checking out? So it's nothing new, and people will continue to. But you see what stands us out is we're coming here with a lot of skill, education, and we're looking for better opportunities here. And we're looking to continue our education to also become professionals here in either in the US, UK. So, but a lot of our people don't have the right information. And that's a lot of setback for us. We don't have the right information. Most times when people come in, see, if you look at the statistics of how we are doing in the US, Nigerians, we are actually one of the most educated group in the US, if not the most educated. I mean, that's like sometimes debatable, but we are as educated as the Asians. But the Asians, they have education, but they also create work. Most of our people, we are in ed sector. Nothing against that. I don't have anything against that. My son is in the ed sector. He's a doctor of pharmacy here in the US too. But we end up, people just tell you, oh, that's what we do here in the US. Everybody's, and I understand it is because there are jobs there. But for those coming in and those are here, I just want you to do what you need to do. Venture out. Look for your own passion within US. Somebody is looking for you. Somebody is waiting for you. Somebody will need you. And this is kind of platform that will help you. It's not just what people tell you. My own experience when I just got here is, well, my last job in Nigeria was head of foreign operation of a bank. But when I got here, people were telling me, oh, you need to go and study nursing. I tell you, I spent one night in a group home, just one night. I just couldn't cope. It's not something that I'm used to. I can't stand people in pain. So I had to jackpot from there to go and look for where I can fit in. But I didn't have this kind of opportunity to like showcase myself that I was highly skilled in the finance sector. So, well, let me share part of my story. So at that time, like Dr. Odoli said,
You're running out of time. Please do it in a few seconds.
Okay. So many of us, we work below our level, but it's because we don't have the right information. So from there, I went to become a college professor teaching in the classroom to college kids. I went from there to join one of the top-rated global automaker, probably the #1 in the whole world in their international operation. So what I'm saying is, do what you need to do, venture out, look for opportunities. Don't be limited by what people tell you. Seek out information and you will get where you be. It might take time, but somebody will open the door for you. And this is the right platform. Congratulations to my friend, Akinfade Yi. You're doing a fantastic job and you're helping humanity. I salute your courage. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Victor Ogumola. He's a geoscientist with ExxonMobil, United States of America. Mr. Ogumola, please go ahead, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jumoke.
Yes, sir.
And it is an honor to have been so invited. I want to thank my brother, Mr. Akinfade, and Odoli. Both of them are great men. We are all friends. So I know I have a very limited time here, less than 100 seconds now. So, but I will quickly share with you some nuggets. As an immigrant, I know every one of us have different career trajectory, but one thing that has been proven to be very effective for every potential immigrant or you're already an immigrant is how you start. So you come to a new place. How do you start? So what I usually tell people, your first 2 to 5 years, it should be an investment period in your career. You have to invest in your career. You don't just want to come in, settle in. Either you are continue with the same career you have always had, or you want to change a career. Because here, it is what you make of it. So you can come here and be doing per hour job and being able to pay the bill. But before you know it, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, you look back, oh my God, I've been here for so long. So what really determines your place in the economic ladder, how you are able to access opportunities, is directly proportional, I will say, to how much you invest in yourself. So you have a career, you want to take certification. You may not want to go to a formal grad school like to get master's or PhD, or yours might be to get PhD or master's. So invest in yourself. And I like the fact that, how you qualify is iQuolify. So to me, that is, you got to change your mindset. You come here, you think you are not competitive. Again, when you do the first thing, like you invest in yourself, you are qualified. Qualified in the sense that you are competitive. And here you have to have the mindset of merit. Most things are meritorious. Once you are qualified, you are qualified. Somebody talked about bringing something to the table. You have to be a value-driven individual. When there is a job, they need a particular set of skills to do, and you possess those skills, then the job is yours, essentially. So you are able to compete and you are able to secure such opportunity. And I also want to say, when you come here, you unlearn, you have to debug everything that, the way things are done in our own part of the country where we are coming from is completely different here. People here are very ethical, ethical quote unquote. But when I'm talking about being a professional, you have to unlearn, you have to relearn, and you have to learn and learn. So be excellent and consistent. This is very, very important. We can write a whole lot of epistle on this. Being excellent is you being not just alive to your duty, but you are doing everything that deserves your time. You have to do it well. You are not driven by, yes, you could be incentivized based on the benefits you get on the job, but once you take a duty on, once you are given an assignment, let that touch of excellence reflect in everything you do. And it has to be consistent. It's not a one-time off thing. So you have to differentiate yourself. You see a lot of, two people could be employed the same day with the same qualification, but it's just a matter of time. In 1-2 years, you see one flying, they call them high flyer. You see the other one just staying in the, you are getting the salary, you are getting everything, but you see a career moving up, not what, somebody's career moving up. So these are the differentiating factors. In closing for me, I will say, in all you do, be a thoughtful professional and a problem solver. And I also want to say that academic excellence is not enough. You got to build the bridge, you have to understand how things work. And that is why I'm so much excited about iQuolify. I know there are several recruitment platforms. You talk about Indeed, you talk about Career Connect, you talk about Masters. They are out there. But I think this is built having the immigrants in mind. And it's like a customized solution targeted at the immigrants. So I will encourage each and every one of us to take advantage of this. So you can be successful. You can be hugely successful as an immigrant. We have a lot of immigrants doing amazing things all over the world, everywhere. By the way, let your mindset be of me. You have to be ethical, you have to be consistent, you have to be excellent. And in all you do, know that excellence is always rewarded.
Dr. Kule Oyele.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Jumoke, for the introduction. Let me start by thanking my dear brother Akinfade for being asked to speak briefly. He asked me to speak about my experiences as an immigrant, but I don't think 2 minutes will capture my experiences covering both England and Canada. Furthermore, I appreciate those with this vision and everyone who worked collaboratively in crystallizing it, particularly Dr. Banki, as I call him. It's not just a game changer, but an essential service needed before now by newbies in Canada. One of the alluring propositions when Canada is marketed is that the country is in dire shortage of labor supply and the skills of foreigners willing to move here. This proposition is further underscored by the scrutiny you go through regarding your educational qualifications, as well as your work experiences, particularly if your migration pathway to Canada is through the Express Entry Program, which was previously known as the Skilled Worker Route. The irony is that when you land in Canada, except if you are fortunate, finding a job commensurate with your educational experience may take weeks, if not months. A critical obstacle in settling down here is that many organizations do not handle direct recruitment of temporary or permanent workforce. They use third-party businesses known as recruitment agencies. The challenge is that most of these recruitment agencies, just like the organizations they are recruiting for, lack intricate knowledge of foreign qualifications, skills, and experiences. This has been my particular experience here in Canada. I crazily moved the second time from the UK to Canada in 2011. I had resigned from a senior management job to come here, only to run into recruitment agencies that were asking me if I had any diploma from a Canadian institution, even if it was just a 3-month course. So rather than marketing my work experiences as well as my postgraduate qualifications from another Western country as the United Kingdom, they felt that I was not qualified at all. And this is the challenge that a lot of migrants, particularly in a place like Canada, face, particularly those who are professionals, those who have worked in oil and gas for many years and are well versed in their fields. So for me as such, having an organization like iQuolify come on board to serve as a bridge between prospective employers and migrants, and to help migrants in Canada package as well as sell their skills, experiences, qualifications, and prepare them for the work environment is a welcome development. So once again, I will say kudos to everyone that is involved and congratulations to iQuolify. I wish you the very best and success. And I look forward to hearing good news from migrants about the organization. Thank you.
We're going to invite right now our founder, Akinfade, to do the unveiling.
Thank you very much, Olajumoke. Most grateful to you and to everyone present here. All right, the day has come. It feels very emotional to have come this far and now to be able to, excuse me, to be able to do this. Have you ever found yourself sending your CV, resumes all around? And then you find yourself making calls. Uncle, did you get my CV? I've sent it. Yes, we've received it. We'll get back to you. Has it happened to you? Has it happened to you that you keep wondering, so why is it that I didn't get shortlisted? Has it happened to you that you got abroad thinking, oh, all is ready, all set, rosy. The next thing is just for me to grab the job. And then reality dawns on you. Someone is asking you, do you have Canadian experience? Do you have UK experience? You're stranded, literally. And while that's happening to you, your bills are running. You're going to pay for light, you're going to pay for water, you're going to pay for trash, you're going to pay for everything. In a month, you're paying bills about $1,000. You're paying for your rent about $2,000. You brought so much naira abroad. Before you know it, it's depleted. What happens to you next? You're thinking, okay, when I called this organization that I needed a job, they offered me to come lift some stuff from some warehouse to be loading a truck. And then I said, how? I have a master's degree from Nigeria. Oh, I was almost completing my PhD. I'm not going to take that job. When your naira gets depleted, you run back to that agency. You ask for that job. And what happens to you next? You wake up early in the morning to go do menial jobs. After 3, 4, 5 months, you're likely sliding into depression. A lot of immigrants have gone abroad and have gone back home because they literally say, you know what? No, I can't do this. I'll tell you here, friends, a lot of immigrants don't know the value of Nigeria until they get out of Nigeria. In Nigeria, you can make a call to some uncle, to some brother, to some friend. I sent him my resume. How far, sir? And he said, oh, sorry, I've spoken to the chairman of the board. You get an interview call. And you get it, and you land the job. You don't have the jobs yet in Nigeria. Sorry, while I'm waiting for the jobs, can I supply something? Okay, we have some things to supply, come. And you earn money. When you step out of Nigeria, it's a dead closed wall. But it's not because you're not qualified. It's because, let's face it, somebody is refusing to see you. Somebody is refusing to acknowledge that you can do the job. I listened to Dr. Ojeleye and I was gobsmacked. Senior management position from the United Kingdom. His resume will read that he has come from the United Kingdom. But somebody will ask him, do you have Canadian experience? Even if it's a diploma. So if he gets a job with a diploma, where does that land him? What kind of payment does that earn him? He has literally been dropped graphically from grace. I don't want to say to grass because Dr. Ojeleye has reinvented himself. So he's not sitting on the grass. iQuolify is going to give you that opportunity for an audiovisual showcase of yourself. You're going to showcase your competence, your track record, your confidence. iQuolify is engendering for you that platform that fulfills the essence of beauty of diversity from Asia, from anywhere in the world. From Nigeria, from Africa. Can we mute, please? Thank you, sir, and Mayas. iQuolify is going to derobe you of the gap of, excuse me, of the gap of anonymity that your resume confers upon you. Have you heard about bait and switch before? Bait and switch happened during COVID. Organizations were scrambling for those who will work. And then they make calls. And then you say, yes, I'm going to work. I can do the job. And then they give you the job. Lo and behold, it's someone else that goes to do the job. It's the skillful person that took the interview. People game the system. iQuolify will also take care of that. iQuolify is that project with which we've decided to confront the fog, the hazy optics around our identity. Why is it that you cannot do this job? Because of the color of your skin. Why are you not hiring me? Because of the competence from my brain. Are we thinking iQuolify is perfect? No. But we also know that failure is different from the fear of failure. Failure presents you with a learning curve, the opportunities to improve, to translate to success. But with the fear of failure, you don't even start at all. Unfortunately, what you don't start cannot result in accomplishment, my friends. Starting means you may not be perfect. It means it might not be smooth. But as you smoothen your rough edges, you get better and better. And then you scale up to excellence. This fits into what iQuolify will also achieve. We're going to deploy it as a platform, not just to have you present yourself, but also to offer you training, to offer you mentoring, to navigate you through the process of transferable skills. We're going to deploy iQuolify to gather data analytics for us to be able to inform policymakers about what is working, what is not working, and for us to tell them, you cannot continue to fuel money into your expert international PR consultants to tell the world that Canada is a garden of roses, only for professionals to come here and they're picking jobs on the street. Friends, just imagine for 1 minute that you actually showcase yourself on Facebook stories. You make videos, you post them on Twitter. You make videos, you post them on Instagram. Why will you not make that video dressed the parts and then tell the world, my name is XYZ. I'm a graduate of XYZ from the University of XYZ. My competence cuts across XYZ. My track record cuts across XYZ. This is the value I bring to the table. I qualify. Just imagine yourself doing that on a platform, on a portal that we've offered you. And just imagine that because our infrastructure cuts across Europe, America, and Canada, it means we put you in the eye of the world. An employer will spot you and pick you someday. A lot has been said about iQuolify. But the most important thing for me here to say to everyone is this. We will never be here today if I did not run into an unforeseen fortune. I started a project called Corruption Not in My Country in 2016. And the moment I started it, close to launching, I ran into murky waters with some very powerful people in my own country. And that brought about an immediate frustration. And then I literally killed myself to ensure that corruption not in my country will not die. I invested everything I had saved to partner media, to buy media, to spotlight it, to put it on the front burner. But I couldn't do so much. And while I was scrambling around, I got that call from someone that I've never met in my life. Hear this story so you will know today that there are great people in Nigeria. Nigeria is not all about the failure that we paint. I got that call. I've been watching iQuolify. Come to Abuja, come and talk to us about it. And I made that trip. Present it. And I presented it. Okay, we will support you. But this your project will go through a lot of academic reviews, but we will support you. Oh, right, sir. Thank you, sir. I flew back to Lagos. And then I got another call. Do you have a passport? Yes, sir. Do you have a US visa? Yes, sir. Okay, we'll be sending you to Harvard to train so we can strengthen your capacity on behavioral insights to public policy design. Oh, thank you, sir. And I was flown there. First seat in business cabin. Flown back to Nigeria. My capacity strengthened. And when I came back, in over 5 years that we started Corruption Not in My Country project, we've not only been strengthened, we've been financed over $1 million in grants for our project to not only have a life, but to survive and scale up, such that we were able to design the Flaggate app technology with which we've rescued a lot of Nigerians from domestic battery, from cyber bullies, from love scam criminals. And so you keep hearing my name, Akinfadeyi, Akinfadeyi, Akinfadeyi. Who do you think I am? A commoner from nobody. And I never met this person before. And this person offered his wing for me to fly on. And he never asked me for one day what is in it for all the help I've rendered you. I've showcased it to our organization. What is in it for me? He never asked me for one day. He has never taken a dime from our organization. You know what they say about opportunity needs preparation. But you also know what a lot of authors say. You can have all your preparation, but if you don't have that unconventional logic, and you don't meet the right person that mentors you and guides you right to where your dream is lying down, your dream will continue to sleep. I met that destiny helper. I'd like you all to please just go on the chat and just say thank you. And the thank you you're just typing is to Dr. Kole Shetima, who I call the most exemplary Nigerian that I have ever met, the Nigeria director of MacArthur Foundation. Without MacArthur, we will not be where we are today. Without MacArthur, we will not even think about scaling up till we are now providing these platforms of support for immigrants across the world and for Nigerians that will take advantage of this. Please, help me say thank you, all of you. Let me say thank you, all of you, to this most exemplary Nigerian. I call on all of you, please, Akinfadeyi Foundation, unmute. I like my friends to say thank you. I like all my friends to say
thank you, Dr. Kole Shetima.
Thank you. This is the only reason we're here. On that note, Jumoke, just 1 minute, because I know you are the boss here today. Unfortunately, I will veto you. I will override you. On this note, in 2020, I realized I just couldn't sleep as I kept seeing that immigrants are wallowing around. So I called banks. I said, look at what I'm thinking about. He said, oh, I've been thinking about it. I said, banks, I need to get this done and I need to have you on board. But it's not only banks that is on my board of trustees. I'd like you to meet the board of trustees of Akinfadeyi Foundation, and then we'll unveil iQuolify. Dr. Folashade Ajayi is a medical practitioner in the United Kingdom. Tracy Dorchev is an immigrant resettlement expert in Canada. Of course, Banks Odole is there. And of course, Mr. Dayo Olaide, international development expert. And of course, myself. I say thank you all. And now I congratulate the world and all of you and everyone listening who will now have that opportunity to literally stand in front of the world and say, I qualify. I'll be taking questions after the unveiling, but this is how you make yourself look when you are presenting yourself on iQuolify.
As an employee of labor, when I hear about immigrant PhD holders driving cabs, or immigrant master's degree holders doing odd jobs, or competent immigrant professionals compromising their self-esteem just to get by, breaks my heart. As an employee of labor, I will promote diversity, equity, and inclusion of the workforce. You're looking for a job? Change your own destiny. Tell me about yourself on iQuolify. iQuolify. You're breaking barriers.
My name is Daniil Golubyov. I have a degree and over 10 years of experience in civil engineering and a postgraduate degree in structural engineering from NRU Moscow Power Engineering Institute, Russia. I'm also a certified engineering technologist and applied science technologist. Through my professional experience, I've learned that to maintain creativity, one cannot design two buildings exactly alike. I achieved this by making a good use of my knowledge and skills and giving undivided attention to details. I'm a resourceful, innovative, strategic thinker with strong problem-solving skills. Over the years, this has empowered me with a mental aptitude to be able to handle complex and unexpected situations and challenges at the workplace that often require on-the-spot business decisions, and my ability to be proficient in identifying challenges and creating solutions. My name is Daniil Golubyov, and I qualify.
My name is Abdullah Ibrahim, and I hold a Bachelor's Arts degree in journalism and a Master's degree in business administration from 2 reputable universities in Africa. My personal track record of professional experience spanning over a decade cut across corporate communications, human resources, and business development. I pay diligent attention to detail and driven for hunger for results and equipped with soft skills and a stickler for deadlines. And I am passionate about social change and managing projects that achieve impact and inspire growth. And I have posted my full resume here and available to work with organizations that promote diversity, gender equality, and social inclusions. Again, my name is Abdullah Ibrahim, and I qualify.
My name is Ana Passos. I have a Master of Science degree in computer science with an in-depth research background. I have served as a digital literacy advocate, training kids on digital literacy and hands-on programming languages. I have also worked as an information technology support associate for Microsoft Azure, providing technical support and interfacing with multiple clients globally. I am quite objective, analytical, an avid communicator, and a great team player. I am passionate about people, and I'm always in the lookout for how to make lives better in my sphere of influence. I have a constant view in adding value, and I'm passionate about business development. My name is Ana Passos, and I qualify.
Hi, I'm Faith Joseph, a fresh Nigerian graduate looking to migrate to Canada. I'm a passionate Nigerian looking to promote gender equality and social inclusion. I'm also a UI UX designer looking to work with companies, organizations who are also like-minded with my interests. I love to design, I love to bake, I love to impact young ones like myself. And I am Faith Joseph, I qualify.
iQuolify is on www.iquolify.com. The prototype videos are there. We're also going to massively promote this just so that you can see you can get a feel of what to say, how to comport yourself. Please always remember that just assume that you're going for a job interview. Relax.
What I wanted us to do was to have two people just quickly pitch themselves right here. We have Blessing, I see your hand. We have 25,000 naira for 2 different people, a total of 50,000 naira. Just pitch yourself. We will vote and say, okay, was Jumoke who won? I would employ Jumoke immediately just because she was able to pitch herself in exactly 2 minutes. We have prototype videos, as we mentioned, on the iQuolify platform. Again, the website is www.iQuolify, iQuolify.com. Maybe we will take a few questions. Maybe talk where I see your hand. But if you are willing to pitch yourself, just type in the chat box and I would pick you. But I need to ask a favor of every one of us who is here. If you have received our video in your WhatsApp, please do us a favor. Just choose your preferred social media platform and go on there and post the videos and hashtag iQuolify. Hashtag I, capital Q, UOLIFY. Hashtag iQuolify. We are on Twitter, iQuolify. We are on Instagram, iQuolify. We're on LinkedIn. So any of the platforms that you're on, you can also find us on Facebook, iQuolify. Just hashtag and we will find you. Please do it right now as we're here. This is 12:13. And I will take the few people who I saw their hands up. If it is a question, please type it in the chat room so that we're not repeating ourselves. But if Shane is here, I saw his hand up first. Temitope, if you're ready, please go ahead quickly in 60 seconds. We're about to round this conversation up so people can continue with their day. Blessing, I see you. Helen, I see you. Temitope, please go ahead quickly. So now I see 5 hands up. If it's okay to take 14 more minutes and round this off at 12:30, pardon us. Let's just quickly take all of the people with their hands up.
Good morning. Congratulations, Akin. This is a very novel initiative, and I'm very proud of what you are doing and what you've been able to do with all the opportunity that you've got. This is going to really strengthen so many people willing to migrate and look for a better job, because the very essence of somebody living in his own country is to go look for a better standard of living elsewhere. And my question is, now that you have the iQuolify is unveiled today, does this apply to those who are willing to stay here in Nigeria and work abroad, who are not willing to migrate? Does iQuolify qualify them to be there? Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother and friend, Godi. And thank you very much for all you were doing with me in the back end to ensure that all my brothers and sisters from the newsrooms are here. I really appreciate you, Godi. iQuolify is for everyone. iQuolify is a portal, right? That means job seekers in Nigeria can also represent themselves on iQuolify. They can showcase their skills on iQuolify, and employers of labor in Nigeria can cite them and invite them. What iQuolify does is it bridges the gap between you and the prospective employer. So while people are looking through piles of resume, you've already shortlisted yourself because we've brought you face to face with them. So no one will say, oh, this person, I can't see the energy I'm looking for in this resume. Resumes don't speak energy, right? But you bring that verve to your presentation, and that's it. So yes, Nigerians can take full advantage of this.
If you're trying to pitch yourself, please just post your name in the chat room and out. So we do this quickly. Ahmad, your hand was up initially. Blessing, are you there now? Ahmad has dropped off.
My name is Blessing Onoka. I'm the CEO and founder of Samba Enterprise. In Samba Enterprise, we produce a plant-based milk, also known as Samba Diet. The name of the product is Samba Diet. We produce a plant-based milk. This is soy milk processed from.
Okay, so Blessing is pitching herself, but Blessing, we cannot hear you again. Please go ahead, Tolulope.
Okay. Yes, I wanted to pitch, but before I start pitching, I wanted to say congratulations to Mr. Akifade and Dr. Bankole, and then I would now make an attempt to pitch. I'm Tolulope Abimbola. I'm a graduate of computer science from two prestigious universities in Nigeria. I have over 3 to 4 years. I have between 3 to 4 years of corporate experience in IT support, content management, communication management, and administration. I've been an active volunteer for the SDG goals 4 and 16, that's education and peace and justice. And I'm quite passionate about strengthening institutions and systems, and also about seeing individuals be the best they can be. I'm Tolulope Abimbola and I qualify. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. Dysfunctional teenagers don't just emerge overnight. They are products of years of abuse, subjugation, ignorant parenting, and all that. It is very, very convenient for us adults to say teenagers of this day, they are sports, they are disrespectful, forgetting the fact that they are a direct reflection of who their handlers. As they behold us, they become like us. So at the Redirect Academy, what we do is we enlighten teenagers to understand the fact that their parents will do they can do with the knowledge they have and the resources at their disposal. The need for them to reparent themselves, learn, unlearn, and relearn, as the case may be, and also at the same time enlightening parents on the need to be intentional in their parenting journey, meaning beginning with the end in mind. I believe that all of us in this call want a better society, especially in Nigeria. And in my opinion, I think the best way to go about it is to assess the way we parent children, the way we parent our teenagers. According to Prince Wowe, he said that the family is the production factory of the society, meaning that any ill we want to stop, we want to eradicate from our society, we need to start from the family. Any value we want to see in our society, we want to start from the family. So that is why it is very, very important for us to be intentional in our parenting journey, and that is what we do at the Redirect Academy, enlightening parents as well. I'm going to end with this quote by Abraham Lincoln. He said, a child is a person who is going to carry on with what we have started. He will assume control of your city, states, and nation. He's going to move on and take over your churches, schools, universities, and corporations. The fate of humanity is in his hand. My name is Helen Oladele. I'm a teens counselor and intentional parenting advocate, and I qualify. Thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you, Helen Oladele. Ahmad, please go ahead.
Hello, my name is Ahmad Akala. I am a student, I'm a postgraduate student of the University of Aberdeen, studying for technology and bioinformatics. My first degree was microbiology from the University. Yeah, my interest and my experience that propelled me to taking this program is due to the fact that I noticed that Africa has a dearth of scientists to build and develop new scientific solutions, particularly non-tropical diseases. And it is alarming to understand that developed countries have more than 1,000 scientists per 1 million square population, where unfortunately Africa has less than 200 people to drive scientific innovation. So this is a solution I want to contribute to by engaging in a master's program to become one of the leading scientists in the world. Yeah, previously in Nigeria, I've had business experience that got me grants from Faith Foundation and Nourishing Africa due to my agribusiness experience. Yeah, since on arriving in Aberdeen, my experience has also cut across working with Asthma and Allergen Foundation, which is one of the largest NGO in Scotland, to which I've been able to develop soft skills such as community engagement, and I was able to, in a few months, climb the ladder to co-lead the community engagement department of the foundation, reaching out and dishing more information about asthma and allergy and solutions. And I believe with a few skills of mine, and I
Okay.
hope,
Thank you very much, Ahmad. Kofor, please go ahead. It's supposed to be a 2-minute speech. Qualify platform does not allow you to put up a video longer than 2 minutes. So please do it in 2 minutes or less.
Hello, good afternoon. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead, Kuforola.
My name is Kuforola Awira. I'm a graduate of Food Science and Technology, and I'm the founder of Dakar Foods. Dakar Foods is an agro processing company that deals with processing of food like this. We have curry powder, ginger powder, chili pepper, and lot more. Our goal is to provide nourished products to help the world at large. And congratulations once again, and I qualify.
Thank you very much, Kofo. Cody, I see a video. I'm using video to pick people because it means you are there. Please go ahead.
Hello everyone, good morning. I apologize for the poor lighting first of all, but my name is Kodi Jachima and I am a final year law student at Babcock University. I've had the opportunity to work at the OK Ajunwa law firm. I have worked as a personal assistant for the Halimat Magaji brand, and I've also worked as a research assistant for Nora Mac. And by God's grace, I've also had the opportunity to work under Sustainable Development Goal for the United Nations under Millennium Fellowship. I am a good team player, I am an active listener, and I have good communication skills. Once again, my name is Kodi Jachima and I qualify.
Fantastic. So I've picked up the names of everyone who's just spoken. I would love for you to vote so that we can go. Who would you employ out of all of the people who have pitched? Let me just post their name. So what we will do, please choose one person, post their name, and we will choose the first two. Runner-up and winner, and we send them 25,000 naira each. Let me post all the names of the people who are, so I've just posted the names of the individuals who have pitched themselves. Who would you employ right now just from seeing them pitch themselves the way they have done? Just type their name in the chat bar.
All right, thank you, Jumoke. I think just so we can save people's time, I think it's important for us to, for me to, do this vote of thanks, just so that we can let people go. First, I think it's very, very imperative for me to apologize on behalf of my team that we took a little more than 1 hour, because we said it was going to be 1 hour. But again, I feel good if a Zoom conversation is lasting for more than 1 hour. It must be because we were doing something right, because Zoom for me is always boring. Again, we needed to factor in everyone, especially those who were eager to compete, but we promise you, we'll look at your submissions and we'll pick, of course, the best two and make sure you get your reward. I'd like to say thank you so much, first and foremost, to members of my team at the Akinfade Foundation. I can never do anything, never, without very good people. I do have one of the most competent head of programs, Oluwatomi Okeowo. I don't know how Tomi does it, but she bends backwards every time to ensure that we're breathing well. Olajumoke Alawode James is our communications manager. Many of you don't know that Olajumoke Alawode James is actually Akinfade Foundation's communications manager. If you're speaking one thing to Olajumoke, Olajumoke has taken the note of 10 different things. She's the energy she brings to the table is immeasurable. Ernest Momo keeps us accountable on the financial front. Aziz, our editor, Jerry, our legal officer, Lafayette, our presenters, Oshorena, including Happy, who ensures that the office is always looking dainty clean. We appreciate all members of my team. We wouldn't be here without you. I want to appreciate Bankole Odole very much Banks has been my friend for about 2 decades. And of course, when I talked about iQuolify, and I know Banks is an IT expert, Banks has invested all that is head that you're seeing in books. Banks has 5 master's degree, then he went for PhD. I mean, the first person on my port of call to talk to that, look, guy, I want to do this and I need you to join me on the board was Banks. And so today I'm proud to showcase him as a co-founder. Of course, like I said, we will continue to report to MacArthur. We'll continue to take directions from them. We'll continue to subject ourselves to mentoring. I want to thank everybody here, especially my friends from the newsrooms. You all know that the reason I became Akinfade is because of you. From Godi Opose to Chris Agabi to Merit eBay to everyone, ICT writers, brand writers, education reporters, Ololade Bamidele, the board secretary of Premium Times, Cable, Simon Kolawole. I can't continue to mention names. You will not leave this place. But the Nigerian media is that pedestal upon which I found my footing. And I say thank you so much for all you've done for us and for all you continue to do for us. I look forward to one day that iQuolify will not just impact the world alone, but it will offer the Nigerian media that strategic canvas for it to spring up and scale up to getting better than it was. You are good, but we can get better. So everyone on this Zoom call, my guest, Professor Shola Akinriade, a very renowned United Nations consultant who has supported me since 2016 and keeps mentoring me till today, to Dr. Itayo Alo, my friend and brother who is here, to Elin Oladile, to Tayo Amayo Fadelu, to all of you on this call. And of course, to all of you that made presentations on iQuolify. You know what I've spotted? I've spotted some very brilliant presentations. And I've also spotted a window of opportunity for us to, fine tune some rough edges here. That's part of what we will do, like I promised the first time. Trust me, iQuolify is here to change the game. And yes, the game will change. Thank you, all of you, and God bless you. Tony Obot, I saw you. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone. God bless you.
Congratulations for the great work that you're doing with the Akinfade Foundation, the Flag It app as an accountability tool, and now an NGO platform that every Nigerian to stay above and not beneath their qualifications, experience, and desires for themselves in career, iQuolify.com. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for participation. Please, on social media, hashtag iQuolify. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook at iQuolify. Oluwatomi, are we ready? Do we have a winner and the runner-up?
We have a clear winner, and we are confirming the second runner-up. But we have a clear winner, and the clear winner with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 votes. With 6 votes is Helen.
And who is the second runner-up?
Yes, I believe her name is Helen Oladibe.
Okay. Second runner-up coming right up. Helen is here. Helen, congratulations. In 60 seconds, please do your vote of thanks.
Thank you. I'm excited. Thank you. I'm grateful.
Congratulations. So please send us your details. We'll contact you directly. Send us your bank details so we can send you 25,000 naira. Congratulations for pitching yourself well.
Thank you.
Oluwatomi, do we have a runner-up right now?
For the runner-up, we just wanted to confirm, because initially they were tied, but I think one more vote came for Cody. So we have as the runner-up Cody with 4 votes.
Sorry, just Oluwajumoke, just 1 minute. Who tied with Odi?
No. Said we have as the runner-up. Initially they were tied, but one more vote came in for Cody. So we have 4 votes for Cody, making her the second runner-up.
Yeah, I said who tied? Who tied?
Oh, who is the second runner-up? Cody is the first runner-up. Who is the second runner-up?
Who tied with her?
The second runner-up is Tolu. They're actually Tolu and Kofo.
Okay, so I mean, if they actually tied and one vote came and dislodged Tolu and Kofo, you know what? Let's just have 4 winners, just so we can encourage the zeal they brought into these. I mean, instead of limiting it to 2, let's have them as 4. We'll reach the 4 of them.
Thank
right?
you, sir.
Okay. Koforola, I see you are going to speak. Quickly go ahead as we round off. We're going to end the conversation now.
Oh, that's so thoughtful. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. iQuolify, thank you so much. And I pray this is going to be the beginning of more success to come. Thank you. I'm grateful. My company is also grateful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Tolu?
Thank you, the entire AFF team. Thank you, Mr. Akifade, and congratulations on iQuolify again.
Thank you. And Cody Jachima.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Akinfade. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. And I pray God blesses you and that this is just the start of so many more things that you're going to do and breaking ground. Thank you again.
All right, fantastic. So we've come to the end of this conversation. A very big thank you to everyone who is still here. We're grateful for your presence, your participation. iQuolify.com is the platform that takes you from where you are to where you want to be. Please follow us on social media, tweet at us right now, send us a message on Instagram, post the videos on Instagram, #iQuolify. We want to follow you. We want to get your feedback. Help us push this out to as many migrants all over the world who would need this platform, and also companies who are looking for competent employees who have had problems recruiting. They would love to have this platform, so they just go click on someone's profile and find the right employee for their organization. Thank you, Dr. Banks. Thank you, Akinfade, for coming up with this fantastic idea that solves the problems of migrants around the world. We're grateful. We hope that when we call you for another event, be it physical or on Zoom again, that you would be readily available to join us. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Once again, I am Olajumoke Alaude James. iQuolify.